son is 9 months old today. And let me tell you something.
Is he?
Girl.
What?
Girl.
No.
But the business has to go on. And it has gone on over these last 9 months. So today, we're sharing how to network when you are a busy mom. We know that there are many moms listening to us right now, and we are here to let you know you can do it. You are not alone in this journey, and you can still network, build your business, be a badass babe and mom, and still make those coins. But we also realize that some of you just don't know where to start, how to do it, because those first few months of motherhood, and when you can finally come up to breathe, you will just say, I can't believe I did that. And some of you may be thinking, I don't want to do it again, but I'm here to let you know that you can do it. Keisha, you're a mom and you're a busy mom. What would you share for all of those moms listening on how to network when you have a busy schedule as a busy mom?
Let me tell you something. I've been in this game like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12 years. 12 years. And I'm still busy. They say it gets easier. It doesn't get easier. You get busier. But let me tell you something. You need to just roll with it. Your kids are going to be part of different groups. They're going to be at daycare. They're going to be at school. They're going to be participating in dance and instruments, recitals, and sports. If you are a mom like us, you're going to want them to be all around. Once they are participating in all these things, girl, church groups, singing, dancing, sports, tutoring, swimming. Once they're participating in all this stuff, you better talk to those other parents and see who your kids are around. And that's networking. Because what do you think those other parents are doing? They're working too. They're running businesses too. You're not special. You're not special. Okay? You're going to have to talk and talk to those parents about your business. It can't just always be about Johnny's first walk. It can't just be about little Susie getting fresh at school. It cannot just be, because we have different aspects of our lives that we need to share. And once you determine that you want to hold on to your business and still be a business owner and a mom, you're a superpower. And you need to share that superpower with other people. What's going on in your business? Do not shy away from that. And let me tell you something. I know that maybe, just maybe, you may not always get to every game or every recital, and you may not be able to see those kids, parents, your friends, the friends of your kids and their parents. You may not be able to see all of that. But let me tell you, if you are home, you can actually get on somebody's virtual something. You're doing it right now. You're watching this video. You can actually get on our lives, because we do lives few and far between, but we do them. And you can actually network right from your home, right from your bedroom when your kid is sleeping. Because I know Kanika know this way too well. When your kid is sleeping, you better take advantage of those hours.
Yes, absolutely. Let me tell you something. I already shared with you that my son is 9 months old, and let me tell you, he was not sleeping as well as my first child. And so whenever he took a nap, that was when I had time to do work. Now that he is a little older, and I don't mean like 12 years old, like Keisha's talking about, but he's a little older, he's sleeping a little better. Let me tell you something. That is an opportunity for me to bang out some work. He sleeps 2 hours. I get 2 hours of networking in. I'll be on my phone. I'm sending DMs. I'm sending emails. I'm sending text messages. I'm sending comments on Instagram. And this is all stuff that I mentally planned out that I'm going to do. Because it's such a short window of time, I have to take full advantage of the full 2 hours. I don't have time to be thinking during these 2 hours. I can think when I'm rolling around on the floor with him. I can think when I'm driving. I can think when I'm sleeping. Yes, that's a superpower. I can do that too.
Yes.
But
you ain't lying. Girl, Listen, I be on the car line because I got to pick my kids up on the car line. So I'm on the car line. I'm talking about like literally 25 minutes. It's 30 minutes. Girl, it's brutal trying to pick up these kids on the car line. And when I'm picking up these kids, that's a half hour that I could be DMing some other business talking about, hey, girl, hey, hi, I do XYZ.
That's a
Hey, I
full
noticed you.
business meeting you're having right there. What?
You gonna tell me that you're not gonna take advantage of those times that you're in the car without the kids? You're gonna tell me that the daycare ends at 6 o'clock p.m., but you're not going to roll up there at 5 p.m. and do your whole hour live before you go up in there and take your kid? Please stop. You're not taking advantage. They're not, Kanika, they're not taking advantage.
Those short periods that you have, you need to capitalize on them. What I'd say is work in 2 hour intervals. If that's all you have, then you do it. If you only have an hour, then
Girl,
you do it. And that is what
yes.
you do.
I've learned to utilize my power hour. I call it a power hour because I have an hour before I have to go wake up these kids because they gotta go. They gotta get out of here. So I have an hour. But the only way I can make this hour work is if I already thought about what I needed to do from the night before. Like, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna hit the ground running. Like, you can't wake up. See, it's not gonna work. You see, they don't hear me. It's not gonna work if you wake up and start thinking about your to-do list. Your to-do list should have been already running through your head whole night because that's what we do as moms. We're thinking about everything that we need to do. But even as a business owner, that to-do list is even longer and stronger. So you gotta wait, you gotta roll out of bed and hit the ground running. You can't just roll out the bed, crawl, look around for glasses, and crawl your way out the room. No. Power.
You don't have time for that. And we know that you are hearing me. You are hearing me. You are hearing what we are saying. And you're feeling what we're saying. And we sympathize with you. But we're also here to tell you that having children is no excuse for not showing up. It's no excuse for not talking about your business. It's no excuse for not expanding your network. You may be thinking, okay, well, I just can't do the 2 hours. Or maybe your children are a little older. Maybe they could actually make their own breakfast for themselves. Schedule it. Schedule it. I have babysitters on rotate. And I know some of you may be thinking, oh, well, I don't have family. I don't have this. You make time for what you want.
Facts.
Okay?
Facts.
You make time for what you want. If you have in-laws, if you have your parents, you better utilize them. Let me tell you something. They want these children. Okay? They want to roll around with these children. They want to listen to Sesame Street all day with these children. You let them. You're not a bad mom. You are not sacrificing time with your children. You are building a business for your children, okay? They need to see the force that you are deep inside of you. So schedule it. How does this look? You want to go out next week, Saturday, let's just say. You start calling babysitters from now because that's your number one priority. Your number one priority is who's going to watch the children. You start calling your parents if they're in town. You start calling your in-laws if they're in town. You start calling godparents, godmother, godfather if they're in town. You start running down the list with people who you know will watch your children and keep them safe. Once you have that on the books, you go full steam ahead on making sure that you're recording whatever content you need to record. You're making sure that you're going out to the network event that you need to be at. You make sure you have your elevator pitch. If you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to check out a previous video that we talked about where you are introducing yourself at networking events and you go. You maximize that time. You get business cards. You share business cards. You exchange information. You get contact information and you make that the best networking event experience that you've had. And then when you're done, you go and you pick up your children and you return to being the best mom that you really are. It's very possible. Keisha, what else you have to share with all of our word?
I like how you did that. You went in full speed and then you came back, slowed it up and let them marinate on that. Oh, I love it. Let me tell you, I want to just say that if you're going to schedule time to network, be present, because you can't tell me that you're going to put in so much effort in the preparation part, getting a babysitter, making sure that the kids have everything they need, their toys, their medication, their homework, or
Their
extra
food.
rides. Yeah, their food, extra rides to get to where they need to get to. You're not going to do all that preparation. Hear me, my friend. You're not going to do all that preparation and then get to the networking event and you spend your whole time going back and forth with a babysitter. You spend your whole time looking at a video to see how your kids are doing. You're not going to do that because then you're whack. You're not going to get nothing out of that networking event. And you might as well have just stayed home.
Fact.
Seriously. So you make sure that you be present when you're there. Make sure that you be present and you get all that you can get out of that event because you know, if you're a busy mom like we are, you know those events are few and far between. So you get it all. Get your pictures in, get your videos in, get your handshakes in, get your email, get the DMs, get the hashtags and the profiles, all that you need to get, the business cards, exchange information, share your journey. Don't shy away from nobody. Let people know you are a busy mom, but you are a badass babe too, entrepreneur. You let them know. Don't shy away from your journey because somebody
Right.
out there is getting inspired by you.
But what I wanted to say, because some people may be thinking, oh, well, I don't want to go out. Let me tell you something. You can still schedule time to network or schedule time to run your business by networking without having to go to an event. Story time, real fast. I do this all the time. I choose a day out of the week when my mother-in-law is available to watch my children, and she willingly takes them. And guess what I do? I come right back to my humble abode and I bang out some work. I do it on a day where if there's a networking event online, because there's YouTube lives, there are Instagram lives, there
Mhm.
are networking virtual events that I attend in order to network with other business owners. I
Yes.
do that because I need to have a clear mind and I can't be doing it. Yes, it's okay if you have a child and they're just quiet. Yeah, it's okay. But I'm a boss. I don't need to have my son dribbling all over me or my daughter singing a song next to me. I love it. But right now, I need to be the boss that I need to be. That is a different hat that I'm wearing. That's also part of scheduling time. Be respectful of their time and they're respectful of yours. So if you can let them go and you come back just to get some networking in, do that. If you need to send them to an in-law or leave them a little longer at daycare, maybe it's just an hour if you could afford it, if it is a cost that is associated with it. So you could come home and you can send out your emails so that you can send some DMs. Do it because you have to network. You have to build your business, even
Mhm.
as a mom. Life is not stopping for you. Life is not stopping because you had a baby. We're not saying to not take time with your children. We're not saying that, but we're also
Mhm.
saying don't neglect your business. You can still network as a busy mom.
So if you have any tips out there that we failed to share, please enlighten us. Drop it into the comments because we need to know how to keep this going. From busy mom to busy mom, we're going to see you next time on 3dpopupshop.com and keep this conversation going. Peace.